Hey everybody, Matt here coming to you with breaking news out of the Disneyland Resort this morning in terms of the operation updates coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on May 31st when the land opens. We already know that between May 31st and June 23rd, there will be a reservation system in order to gain access into the land. Disneyland has gone on record stating that there will be no standby offered for guests that are going to be coming to the park that day. They must have a reservation system set up in order to gain access into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There are no details yet on how that's going to be implemented, but again, no standby. There's also going to be a window of opportunity to actually be in the land. Chris Teller, the VP of Disneyland, was quoted by saying, "We will be giving guests a window of time, but we're still working through what that looks like and how long the duration will be." So however long that duration may be, you will not be able to be in that land the entire day. So if you're planning on being in Galaxy's Edge anywhere up until June 23rd, know that you do have a limited amount of time to be in that land. Not sure how that's going to work out if Millennium Falcon attraction has long waits, but just know you will have a limited time to actually be in the land. Be advised too, there are going to be no fast passes still available for Millennium Falcon, and also Rise of the Resistance once that eventually opens later this year. Disneyland is also planning on switchbacks and everything to alleviate the stress on the walkways for Millennium Falcon attraction or Savi's Lightsaber Shop, the Cantina, wherever that may be. There's also going to be a guest costume policy still being enforced at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We do know that you can buy costumes inside the land. However, you are going to have to still abide by those guest costume policy rules. You still cannot wear those in the land. So what I'm thinking is that if you're going to be purchasing those costumes, they're probably going to have it shipped to the front of the park or to your resort hotel. What we do also know is that after June 23rd, there will be a virtual line set up in order to get into Galaxy's Edge after that. What we know is that it's going to be some sort of a boarding pass system with group-based admission times that will be established, so then this way people don't have to wait in line still to get into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Once you get into the park and you've scanned in your ticket, I'm assuming it will probably be somehow on the Disneyland Park app that you'll be able to get a group-based time to go into Galaxy's Edge. How that's going to work out, we still don't know. But be sure to stay tuned because it will be coming very soon. And it will be important to know that before you go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They're also going to implement restroom passes for the Millennium Falcon ride and also Rise of the Resistance once that opens. So if you are waiting in that 3-hour queue or whatever to get into the ride, you're going to be able to get a restroom pass if you need to go to use the restroom. Then you'll be able to go back up through the fast pass to the merge point and wait for your party basically at the merge point until they have joined up with you, thus still kind of keeping your place in line there. We also know that in part of Project Stardust, which is the overall enhancement of the guest comfort throughout the Disneyland Resort in preparation of Galaxy's Edge opening, we do know that there's going to be a new parking structure opening by the end of July, maybe even sooner, called the Pixar Palace. 5,300 spots will be added and more toll lanes to actually enter the structure, so this will alleviate a lot of the stress off of the city streets of Anaheim in order to park your car actually to go to Disneyland. There'll be Pixar-themed levels, so level 1 will be Incredibles, all the way up to level 6 being Inside Out. The Mickey and Friends parking structure will also be adding 2 more toll lanes to increase their throughput as well. Both structures will also be having a new electronic guiding system to allow guests to park their car and maximize the spaces that they're using. There's also going to be a Magic Way pedestrian bridge. Magic Way is that street between the parking structures and the actual Disneyland property. That's going to be opening in mid-September. This will allow guests to actually walk from the structures over Magic Way right into downtown Disney. There's also going to be a new expansion at the Toy Story lot on Harper Boulevard. 2,150 spots will be added, along with restrooms. There's also going to be a security screening there as well. So what that means is that before you even board your shuttle bus to get you over to Disneyland, you'll be able to go through security, thus alleviating a lot of the stress that the security points get right at the Harbor Boulevard Esplanade entrance into the property. So this is going to alleviate so much stress. All of this in preparation for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening May 31st at the Disneyland Resort. Hoping to be out there myself. But in the meantime, be sure to stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming out on Star Wars Galaxy's Edge from now until May 31st. And we'll be sure to bring it to you all as it comes out. Thanks for listening and watching, everybody. And we'll see you next time.